Welcome back. Alright guys, so today I'm debuting its inaugural episode of MLB Panic Meter. Yes, the MLB Panic Meter has made its way to my channel. I'm here to tell you guys what I believe each team's current state is at pretty much the quarter mark of the season. We just passed it, and so I think this is a good time to do it. Probably will do it more regularly, maybe every 2-3 weeks. I think this is a good video idea, and just to see how each team is feeling. So I randomized each team. Each team is going to go into a base of 4 categories. Number 1, feeling good. Feeling good. I mean, you're feeling good. Each team is pretty happy where they are right now. Not much to be concerned about. They're probably in the playoff spot, or they're just playing really good baseball to start the year, and there's optimism going your way. Playoffs is a second tier playoff, or another tier, I guess you could say. Playoffs, these teams are just waiting for the postseason. Even though it's the quarter mark of the season, these teams are 99% locks for the playoffs, and that is the playoff tier. Yikes is another tier. You do not want to be in the yikes category. If you are in the yikes category, things are not going well. The fan base is not really happy of how the team is playing, and you're either underperforming or you're just heading the wrong direction. Yikes is kind of a bad category to be in. Last category I have is 2024. That basically means we don't care about this year. This year is pretty much over. We are looking forward to next year already. So let's get into it. Leading us off, the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates, I'm going to have them in the feeling good category. The Pirates have been playing really good baseball. Well, kind of come down to earth recently, but still above 500, playing good baseball. Pirates fans are feeling good. The Yankees, for the New York Yankees, I'm gonna have them in the feeling good tier as well. They have been playing a lot better baseball after fans started to get really on them about 10 days ago. Ever since then, they've been playing really good baseball. They play the A's, and ever since then, they've been on a tear. Minnesota, the Twins, I just saw the Twins earlier this week. I think they're a good team. I really do think they're a good team, especially in that division. They can be a good team, and they are leading that division, and I also think they're in the feeling good category. The San Francisco Giants, I am going to have in the yikes tier. The yikes tier for the Giants. This could be a little bit controversial. I have them in the yikes tier because they are just not playing great baseball. Of course, 2021, at this point, it was a fluke season. The Mariners, I'm also going to have in the yikes tier, just under 500, 4th place in the AL West. If you're behind the Angels, a bad sign, although they're right behind them as well, but 4th place in the AL West. Can they make the playoffs again this year? They certainly can. New York Mets, the Metropolitans, the other New York team, I'm going to have in the yikes here as well. Now, they have been playing a lot better. They just took 2 out of 3 from the Tampa Bay Rays, the best team in baseball. So, for the Mets, can they be turning it around here? For the Marlins have to be in the feeling good tier. I mean, they're somehow still playing above 500 baseball. They are 2nd in the NL East, which is pretty crazy to me. It is May 19th, and they're 2nd in the NL East after we thought the Braves and the Phillies and the Mets were. The Cardinals, this one could go either way. Let me know what Cardinals fans think, but I have them in the feeling good tier, and they just beat the Dodgers last night 16-8. I mean, this team has really been turning it around. They're 9-2 in their last 11 games. The White Sox have to be in the yikes tier. This team has been a disaster. This team has just been an utter disaster. I don't know what happened to the White Sox. Quite possibly the smallest championship window in MLB history. The Athletics, I also have the Athletics on the yikes tier. Now, could they easily be in the 2024 tier? Yes. But the reason they're not in the 2024 tier because they are one of the worst teams in baseball history at this pace. Knew that going in. A lot of us knew that going in. The Cubs, I'm also going to have in the yikes tier. It was a good month of baseball for Chicago, but it really has just not been the same since. They are now way below 500, at least 5 games now, and that's not good, right? That's not good. This is a mediocre team. For the Astros, I have the Astros in the feeling good tier. The Astros are feeling pretty good, I think. They're getting Altuve back here really soon, battling for 1st place in that division, and I think that should be a great race. I really do hope the Rangers stay in it, but As for the Astros, you know they're going to be in the playoffs. The Dodgers, I have the Dodgers also in the feeling good tier, although I do have my concerns with this ball club. They have been kind of on a tear recently, 15-4 the last 19 games. They're turning it around. You know, they kind of started off slow, 500 baseball. They're turning it around. D-backs, you know, the Diamondbacks have to be by far one of the best in the NL West. Even though they're not first, they were second place, and they're keeping pace with the Dodgers. They're 2.5 games behind the Los Angeles Dodgers in NL West, according to this video. As of right now, these baby snakes are blossoming into grown snakes. Toronto, I think Toronto also feeling pretty good about themselves. I mean, the Tampa Bay Rays, the Yankees, the whole AL East is really competitive. The Orioles are in there too. So it should be a race. I mean, at this point, it's pretty likely that 3 teams in the AL East make the postseason. I think that was the case last year. And like I mentioned, the Orioles also feeling pretty good about themselves. Can the Orioles finally break their postseason drought and make the playoffs? There's a Birdland vibe going on in Baltimore, and the city's really rallying behind the team, realizing they have a good team now, and they're filling out the ballpark at a decent rate. And the Tigers, I have them in the feeling good category as well. Detroit really playing surprisingly decent baseball. Like, I looked at this team before the season and I thought they didn't really improve all that much. Again, another team that has missed the playoffs for a long time. For the Brewers, also have them feeling pretty good as well. The Brewers are also first place in the division. Like I said, I think the Cardinals, they're turning it around. I think the Cardinals will catch them, and they are the better team. But Milwaukee, can they make the playoffs? And when they make the playoffs, can they do something in said playoffs? The Guardians, I also have feeling pretty good. Again, a lot of these teams are feeling pretty good right now. I mean, it's not really much reason to be panicked at this point, but about half the league I have feeling pretty good by my chart here. But the Guardians, again, first place in that division. The Angels, I have in the feeling good category. I do. They are just above 500, hanging on by a thread. Third place in the division, so they really need to start picking up the pace here if they want to be serious about making the postseason. Does Shohei Ohtani stick around? The Red Sox, I have in the feeling good category. Even though they are last place, they're playing above 500 baseball. The AL East is really competitive. So the Red Sox heading out west now on a West Coast trip. I think they're feeling good about themselves. The Atlanta Braves, I have the Braves in the playoffs category. The first time you're seeing the playoffs category, yes, the playoffs category. The Braves are waiting for the playoffs. This team is really good. I don't think this team is in any danger of missing it. They are really good. Max Fried on the IL. 2024 category making its debut. I have the Cincinnati Reds in the 2024 category. The Reds, they're just not a good team right now. They're waiting for 2024. They're not going to make the playoffs this year. They're mediocre right now. It's all about building for 2024, hoping for better results next year. Same thing with the Rockies. Again, mediocre team right now. They're not playing horrible, but they're just mediocre. They're not going to make noise in the NL West this year. It's all about building for next season. Can they build a contender for next season to keep pace with the Dodgers and the Padres and now the Diamondbacks? Tampa Bay Rays, I have the Tampa Bay Rays in the playoffs category, the best team in baseball. It should be a 99.9% chance that they make the playoffs. It would be a disastrous result if they miss the playoffs at this point. Tampa Bay is a really good team. Nationals, I have the Nationals also in the 2024 category. Again, this team not playing bad, but they're not playing great, and I think this rebuild is going good. I said it before the season, gathering their prospects, getting them ready to go for next year. I think this team is going to be decent. The Phillies, I have in the X category. Up against it right now, another sluggish start for Philadelphia. Really not just clicking at all. They just lost the series to San Francisco, which is a mediocre club, so that's not a good sign. The Phillies got to turn it around here. The Braves are winning that division, but the Phillies could turn it around. The Royals, I also have in the X category. This team has been in a rebuild for a really long time. I mean, ever since they won that World Series, they have been in a rebuild. It's been a disaster in Kansas City. Can they turn it around? They are certainly in the X category. And lastly, in the X category, I have the San Diego Padres. The Padres, big yikes category. 20-24, fourth place in the NL West. I mean, this team is a disaster right now. They are one of the worst offenses in baseball. And the last team I'm going to talk about today is the Texas Rangers. They are feeling good. Texas Rangers fans are feeling good. They are first place in that AL West division. You know, I picked them to come in fourth, but that's okay because they are in first place, and I'm happy for them. I'm happy for the Rangers, happy for Corey Seager. That being said, that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys stuck around to the end. If you did, I really do appreciate you for tuning in and sticking around. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.